Welcome to the first episode of my new series called How Powerful. Today we're going to be talking about and looking at my personal favorite superhero, Batman, as you guys voted for, as you can see here. If you didn't know, you guys get to vote which character I'm going to be talking about next. And then every 5 episodes there's a big name, like for example Darkseid, Null, Galactic, Cosmic Armor Superman, and more, again voted by you. Without anything further to say, let's get started. Number 1. We are going to be starting in talking about one of the most recent feats that Batman has shown, and that is when he was trying to escape from Failsafe, he got in a teleporter pod and made everything outside the teleporter pod teleport away, and the watchtower exploded, leaving Batman in space, moving towards Earth's orbit, making Batman fall from space all the way down to Earth, even so fast that his suit caught on fire, but still he was able to survive the fall from space and walk it off. Now that is an impressive feat and really shows Batman's durability, and this is very recent. Number 2. Batman was able to fight in a deathmatch gauntlet against a lot of different highly trained opponents for 28 hours straight, and he was able to come out on top, and it was stated that no deathmatch has ever lasted this long. And that's because you have to kill to win the deathmatch, and obviously Batman doesn't kill. Number 3. He fought an Amazo bot that had the abilities and powers of the 7 Justice League member, but it was stated that it was an older model that was stripped down, so no Plastic Man, no Golden Lasso, or any green powering abilities. Batman was able to outsmart the Amazo by blitzing him and destroying one of his legs, so he couldn't run like the Flash, making Nightwing state that it could not support his massive weight anymore, so it couldn't run. The Amazo still had the power of Superman being able to fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes, but Batman was able to stop the heat vision by putting putty on the Amazo's eyes and fleeing the fight. It even states that this fight is over because the Amazo isn't swimming towards them with Aquaman's powers. Number 4. We see that without prep time, Batman was able to defeat the Justice League. Here, by beating Wonder Woman, he 2v1'd Martian Manhunter and Aquaman, and he used Aquaman as a shield against Green Lantern, and of course he took out Green Lantern as well. He also has contingency plans for every single member of the Justice League, including himself. You can check my Batman's contingency plan playlist to see them all. Number 5. He was able to defeat a lot of League of Assassins members with little to none difficulty. And if you didn't know, the League of Assassins are highly trained in many forms of combat and are highly skilled. Number 6. This is a feat that is highly controversial, and that's because the Batman made the Spectre bleed with a single kick, and the Spectre, while fighting against the Phantom Stranger, God had to come and stop them, stating that if they keep on fighting, all of creation would be in danger. The reason this feat is so controversial is that the Spectre states that he let Batman kick him, but again, Batman still made the Spectre bleed with that kick. So yeah, it's controversial, but it's still a fantastic feat in my opinion. Because the Spectre, I doubt he would let Batman make the Spectre bleed, or you know what I mean. Number 7. He was able to rip the door of an airplane open while it was flying and he was outside of the airplane. To accomplish this feat, you would need to overcome more than 24,000 pounds of pressure just to open the airplane door from the inside when it's flying, so no normal human would be able to do it. But again, he's Batman. This is a very underrated and unknown feat. Number 8, again with the controversial feats, is that the one from Batman Flash the Button, where Batman was able to take hits, not tank hits, take hits from the Reverse Flash, and even land some on the Reverse Flash. Obviously, he wasn't going full speed, but anyways. You have to keep in mind that Bruce was trying to distract Thawne until Barry would come, but in that time he was able to punch Thawne and stab Thawne in the leg and punch Thawne as well, as I said earlier. Another thing you should know is that the Reverse Flash isn't like Barry or Wally, and he doesn't really care about the lives of the people he's fighting, so he has no code on not killing. He will blitz everyone, he will kill everyone. So when you're debating Flash, they always say something that Flash would just speed blitz him and kill him in a second. That's unlike his character. But if you're doing a debate with the Reverse Flash, you can say it because the Reverse Flash doesn't care, and that's in character. Number 9. This one shows how skilled Batman truly is. He was able to stalemate in a zero-gravity fight against Karate Kid, who is known to be the best fighter, or at least one of the best fighters in DC Comics. This was without prep time, and is something Batman isn't really experienced in, fighting in zero-gravity. Number 10. Base Batman has in his arsenal shock gauntlets, which are extremely powerful and were able to knock down a mind-controlled Superman and stop his mind control for a bit. The gauntlets were also able to hurt Apex Predator Lex Luthor and make him bleed. If you don't know, Apex Lex is extremely powerful and got his powers from Perpetua, or however you pronounce your name, who is the mother of the Monitor, Anti-Monitor, and the World Forger, which should tell you how powerful she is, or what double it, and then you're not even at her level. Apex was able to survive being cut by Wonder Woman, threw and tanked punches for Superman, and he was also with the powers of Martian Manhunter. He has them. But yeah, he is a very powerful being, and we can talk about him more in another video if you want. Number 11. Batman's durability is also a lot better than people say. For example, he was able to take a hit from the Man of Steel himself, Superman, and he was also able to hurt it. And not to mention Shazam, he tanked the purge for him as well, and obviously more characters. And for those people saying that the suit is the reason his durability is so high and good, here's a feat for you. Batman without a suit was able to survive without being knocked out, getting smashed through a window, and his head getting smashed by concrete by Wonder Woman. So yeah, it's just not a suit. It's also just his durability is so high because he is Batman again. Number 13. In a crossover, Batman was able to outsmart and beat the Hulk, the Green Lion from Marvel Comics. You know, it's the Hulk. I did not say something wrong. He threw a sleeping bomb, or whatever it is called, and kicked the Hulk so hard in the stomach that the Hulk, who was trying to hold his breath at the time, couldn't and breathed in the gas, and that made Hulk fall asleep and lose to the GOAT, Batman. Number 14. He is superior to Green Arrow in every way, and it's shown in their fights. Let's go and talk about this one for example. Oliver lands some lucky hits on Batman as it states here, and then Batman counters and beat the crap out of Green Arrow, even going so far as embarrassing him by saying, "Get up, I want more," which really shows that Batman is above Green Arrow. Also, it states that Batman doesn't need a contingency plan for Oliver. He will just go and beat him up, I guess. And because he doesn't see Green Arrow as a threat to anyone. Just to let you all know, I don't hate Green Arrow. I love his character, but he just isn't on Batman's level. I'm sorry, guys. Number 15. It doesn't matter how many foes Batman has to take down, he always does. Like, for example, here we have him face against hundreds of armed soldiers, and he still managed to come up on top like nothing. Another time is when he had to face 100 guards and 4 powered beings, and again, he still managed to come up top with little to none difficulty. So that shows that he can take a lot of people at once, like 2 moments that I got over earlier against the Justice League and the League of Assassin members. Number 16. I know this one is more of a fact than an actual feat, but it truly shows Batman's character, so I wanted to talk about it. So we all know that the lasso of truth works, right? In case you need a reminder, if anyone touches it, they can't lie and they have to tell the truth. Anyway, in an encounter when they first met between Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman the Trinity, they all grabbed the lasso to introduce themselves. Wonder Woman says, "Diana of the Mascara, daughter of Queen Hippolyta," which is how I pronounce it, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Superman said, "Clark Kent, Kal-El." But then there is Batman, who simply said, "Batman again." And that's because Bruce Wayne is actually the disguise that Batman wears, not that bullshit he says in the Flash movie. Number 17. So we all know that Batman likes to plan for everything and have contingency plan for everyone who could harm the world in the future. But anyways, it was stated that Batman has one of the best strategist minds in existence, and this was stated by a multiversal level being. Number 18. And the final one. Batman was able to dodge a charge from damage, take a punch from him, and come out with only 3 broken ribs. And he was also able to hurt damage and blast him away. For context, damage was able to tank punches from the Flash and tag him. Tank punches for Guy Gardner, who had created knuckle things that had spikes, if you know what I mean. Like it was nothing. Vixen even tried her best, but got one-shotted by damage. Green Arrow shot him with a punching glove arrow, and it didn't even feel anything. And then he tanks hit from Superman and walks through Superman heat vision like it was nothing, and was overpowering Superman, but it got stopped by Deathmatch. So yeah, damage is extremely powerful. So now you have seen some feats that Batman has shown and that have been stated. You can fully understand how powerful this non-powered human is. If this video does well, who knows, I might make a part 2 of how powerful Batman is. But first I'm going to be exploring some other characters, and again, you guys voted for it in my community tabs. It's up now, you can go vote for the next character. But without anything further to say, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below and I will answer them, and I'll just catch you all later. Goodbye.